What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video I want to predict and talk about what I believe the next Taylor Swift music video is going to be. So, I had promised this a couple weeks ago, and we're going to be talking about, this is probably the last music video Taylor Swift is going to do for Reputation, I think. And I kind of want to talk about two different scenarios in which one song could happen or the other song could happen. And I want to talk about maybe what I see from it and kind of talk about like a story I have specifically for one. As always, if there's any suggestions you guys want me to talk about for Taylor Swift videos, leave in the comments below. These come out every other week, really, twice a month. And then we also have those bonus episodes and Sunday. So it's pretty messy, but definitely the plan is to continue Taylor Swift videos indefinitely. As we get closer to her tour, which is starting next month, probably the next video, if not the video after, we're going to talk about her tour and kind of preview it and predict it. So I'm really, really excited to do that. So that's kind of what's coming up, is talking about her tour. So, we got the Delicate music video. I have a analysis and kind of my impressions of it. Came out a little bit late, like a week late, but that kind of fell into our schedule. So I talked about Delicate, and to quickly recap, obviously loved it. Thought it was really, really fun. Really liked, having her just be herself. And I thought that was really cool to actually see, especially with a lot of the stuff that's just been said about her and kind of the way she has taken the last several, the whole Reputation music videos. It was really cool to see a music video like Delicate. So what's next? I had said that I want to predict what's next. Well, I have two scenarios. I have two. It depends on, here's what it depends on. It depends on what style the music video is going to be. If it is another production, mini series, like short feature film kind of thing, like directed by whatever, if it's like that, I see one thing, and if it's not, I see the other. Let's first quickly just say if it's the directed by, and for the record, I do not believe it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be kind of like the montage of her tour. How, Red was like that, and New Romantics was like that, those kind of things, and a lot of bands do that. Basically for like the last single for their album. And, it's been a while since Reputation came out, and she's already had several songs in the music video kind of thing. So if she does another directed, high scale, high quality thing, I think it's going to be Getaway Car. Now, it's actually, I think, seen several people think that was going to happen. Definitely leave in the comments below what you guys predict and you guys think the next music video is going to be. But Getaway Car, I think, has enough energy, is catchy enough, is a song that I remember the night that Reputation came out. I was listening to it on iTunes and, looking at Twitter, people, Taylor Swift Nation or whatever was throwing a party and people were tweeting. And one of the things was like, well, what was a song like you didn't think you'd like, or what was a song that really caught you off guard that was like amazing? A lot of people said Getaway Car. I don't think Taylor Swift doesn't know that. I think she is very aware in a good way of her strengths and weaknesses and what people thought about her album and what to take away from it, going in the future and stuff. So I fully think she knows that Getaway Car is a really cool song, right in the middle of the album, but really, really fun and very different. And it does separate the album for sure. But funny thing with this is I had it when I said this 2-3 weeks ago when I made the video for Delicate. That night in my dream, I had a dream that the music video for Getaway Car was released, and people were like commenting on it. So, maybe I'm onto something. Maybe my brain is trying to tell. Maybe it's just because I was thinking about it that night that my brain literally made a music video. No, I didn't see the music video in that dream, but I saw the title and I saw that it was a video. So I don't know, but when I think about it, I kind of feel like it's like a noir style thing. Like I see black and white. I see black and white, but I see like 20s, 30s, 40s like clothes. It's just really weird. But I do think that is a song that definitely could work as a music video. To be honest, I think it could work more than Delicate. Delicate was a weird choice for me, but like I said in that video, what I liked about Delicate is it took the concept of what I thought the song was, and it didn't really use it. What I imagined the song to be and kind of the meaning and especially the tone. I did not think of that song as a song where Taylor Swift can just, dance and do splits and just kind of be herself. That's not like what I thought the message and where she was writing it from. And yet, the music video showed that. And she tends to really portray her thoughts and what the song's meaning is in those music videos. So I don't think that was a mistake. I think that's what the song is actually supposed to mean, which is cool. So I think Getaway Car could literally be anything, even if you think you know the actual song. I think it could be anything, but I think that's a really good one. I really do. I don't really want to talk about any other songs in the vein of that can actually be directed and have that high scale quality to it, I think Getaway Car is a really good one. I don't know if I would choose it as like, this is probably the last one of Reputation, so I don't know if Getaway Car is a good one for the last one. I'll just throw in a quick other one because I just thought about this. New Year's Day could be one. I could see that being one, but I really don't think so. I think that's an important song to the album. I think if the theories about what it means to the album are true, they could really, you know, it's going to show itself on the next album, and then we would know if it's true. And I think it's important to her. She obviously played on Jimmy Fallon, and I feel like she's probably going to play it on tour, possibly. But I feel like the song is important to her, but I don't know if that song would really work. I don't think it's like a montage clip kind of thing, and I also don't think it's like a let's take 3-4 days and have this whole crew and film the thing. I don't think that's it. The song that I'm choosing for the montage is Dancing with Our Hands Tied. And, you know, you could say, Alex, that's the worst song on the album, because there's either a split. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. It's like 1 or 2, whatever, along with Ready For It. But to other people, if it's not in the top 5, it is dead last. I have seen that time and time again. I get it. I think it's pretty split in terms of people who like it or who don't. When I just think of Dancing with Our Hands Tied, it's filmed, or it's written, and I think sung in terms of Taylor and Joe, and I think it's meant for like boyfriend, girlfriend. That's what I think it's meant for. And it's talking about how, like, they can't really do things because there's a lot of people watching them, and they literally feel like they're dancing with their hands tied, like they can't do too much, right? I Loved You in Secret and all that stuff. So I think it's meant for that. But, like New Romantics could have been meant for something else. Red could have been meant for something else, and they were. I think Dancing with Our Hands Tied works really, really well, maybe just because it's got the word dancing in it, but I see it as a montage clip. I see it as we're going to take all the best clips from the Reputation Stadium tour, and this is going to be the music video, because I just feel like Dancing with Our Hands Tied, you could stretch the meaning to mean the crowd, and of course there's going to be dancing and people doing their thing in the crowd with Taylor singing it. I think that could be a song she sings live, and if it is, I think that would give that song a much higher chance to be a music video. You have to sing it as part of your tour if you're going to include it in like a montage clip. If you don't ever sing it, or it's not part of your set list, it's not going to be part of it. But I do think the song stands a really good chance, especially if she does sing it. But I mean, I just really like it. I'm not going to argue for it again, but I think it's really catchy. I think it's really fun. I think it's a fantastic song. Some people I think thought like the lyrics were a little cheesy and stuff, or maybe people didn't like the beat or whatever. I thought it was an all-around really good song. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. And I just think the song works in terms of like a more high-spirited, like everybody's having fun, kind of in the way the Delicate video was, right? Where it's just like this like nice thing to watch. That's how I feel listening to the song. So if you can make that a music video with the crowd, that'd be great. And I think it's definitely possible. So those are really my 2 options. I guess New Year's Day would be like my 3rd option, but I really just thought of that as an idea literally as I was recording it, so I don't think it's even fair to give it the time. But Getaway Car, I fully would believe if it is a camera crew and she hires people and it costs, however, $100,000, however much, that would be Getaway Car. And if it's a montage clip, which wouldn't really happen, I would assume, till July or August or something. Normally the final thing happens close to a year after the album is released, kind of like as the swan song to the album. But I think if Dancing with Our Hands Tied, or any song that you can maybe make into a montage clip, I guess there could be more, but I don't see like This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things being one. I can't see Dress being one. Dress may be a music video, but I really don't care about that song at all. I think that's the worst song on the album by a mile, so I wouldn't want to see that, but I'd watch it. But if it was a montage, I think Dancing with Our Hands Tied does make a lot of sense. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think is the next music video from Taylor Swift, and do you kind of separate them like I do into full production or montage? Let me know. Again, if there's anything you want me to talk about in the future, also write those in the comments below. I will get to all of them. Next, in another 2 weeks, I do want to talk about her tour, or I do want to just have a video right before her tour. I want to kind of preview it and predict it. Maybe talk about, I really do want to predict literally the entire set list of it. I think that'd be really, really fun. And I have a lot of ideas of where she could take the tour, and I obviously want to see if I'm right, so I do want to beat her tour to that punch. So I really want to do that, so let me know if that would interest you or not, okay? So thank you all so much for watching, as always, and I will see you in 2 weeks.